There's your answer.
Hey, our goal today is to set up the firewood processor. If you ain't seen one, watch this. Hey, welcome back to the channel. We are getting ready today to set up the firewood processor. We're going to put the conveyor belt here and the firewood processor right in here. We cleared this land last week. If you are following our channel, you can look back and see that this was all completely grown over. This was all trees. We have cut all the small stuff out, got all the small stuff out, cut the big trees down, and you can see the remnants here of where we used the stump grinder to grind the stumps away. So now we have open, reasonably open clear land. We've still got a few things we probably need to knock down, but I'm not too worried about that. Again, when I finally got out of the truck, he's okay now. So we got to think about the workflow. I think this is the right location, and now that I've got that little road out there, eventually we'll clear that off, that mound off, and that'll give us something. But I'm kind of worried about where the water's going to flow.
Going downhill, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. But I think we can take the logs and bring them in from this side to the firewood processor, and then we'll offshoot them over there. And then when we get a load big enough that when we get a dump trailer, that'll be a place to put the dump trailer.
Yeah.
Until then, we can offload it there and then use the grapple and move the firewood where we need to, or we can put the baskets up under it. So
you're gonna get rid of this little bush.
I mean, eventually we're going to clear all that out.
No, I mean to make the parallel. Let the wood sit right there with that one tree that you're trying to cut down the other day?
I don't know yet. I just know that I kind of want it here.
And I'm just to dump the wood there and just leave it there, be out of the way.
I don't want to leave it here. This is going to be like you cut the firewood for somebody, and then you load it up and you bring it to them. Like I said, if we have a dump trailer, whenever we get a dump trailer, we can put the dump trailer here and then dump directly into the trailer. But right now, I just want a place that I know that I can get to it from the other side. Because I can use that grapple to pick up some firewood.
So plan is to get the conveyor belt first.
The what?
The belt.
She calls it a
red thing.
She calls it a conveyor belt.
Well, it looks like a conveyor belt.
Conveyor belt. Listen, we're still working with English. I can't be honest.
Change.
Yeah, it ain't never gonna change. Honestly, I'm still working with English. All right, let's get to it. So these leaves, this is literally a week and a half, 2 weeks worth of leaves. We just overwashed this thing up. We pulled it off just a little bit to the side of the property, and all these leaves on both pieces are just covered up in leaves. We need a roof. What do you think, Gizmo? We need a roof? All right, let's see if this thing cranks up. So fuel is on, choke is on. Pull just a little bit of throttle. Okay, so we've got the conveyor belt put in first. We got it aimed at the area that we want to drop the firewood. And then we brought in the firewood processor and got it set up. It was configured for the road. The legs were turned up in a way that you could drive it down the road and be okay. So we've got it reconfigured to work. But first thing I see is this area is absolutely a mucky mess, and it's not going to get any better this year. So what I'm going to do is take the grapple and come through here and hit this a few times, trying to smooth it out just a little bit. I'll take some 6x6s that we have cut, maybe they're 8-baits, I'm not really sure. Anyway, and put these here so that we can set logs up off the ground, and then it'll make it easier to roll it towards the lift arms if we decide to use lift arms. I'm not sure, that I may just continue to use the grapple, I don't know yet. But after we get this kind of flattened out a little bit more, I'm going to put the wood chipper on, and we've got a whole bunch of leftover boards and stuff that are warped from the sawmill, and we're going to run those through and make wood chips and chip this whole area up so that it's a little bit better it won't be so mucky. This is going to be a yard at some point, so I don't want to put gravel here. Still a stump there. The other grapple's a lot easier to do this with. So we got this stump out of the way. There was a little bit of stump there. It was making a high spot. And I got most of that out of the way. And that let it set a reasonable... I want it to have a little bit downhill so it's easy to roll the logs on, but I don't want the logs to come rolling down. So what I can do is put some wedges on the flat spots and keep the logs from rolling. Gizmo, you gonna help me, buddy? You look like you're interested in this. Get in there. You're gonna do some digging. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is put the wood chipper on and go through here and get a bunch of I got a bunch of like scrap boards that are warped. I'm just going to run them through here and just shower this whole entire place with wood chips. Our sinuses should be great after this. Neither one of us have allergies to wood. We both love working with wood, and both of us have allergies with wood. How about that? Isn't that funny? The irony of life. What are you here, buddy? Okay, so what we're gonna do now is take the stump grinder off, but this thing has a pivot point. It pivots right here so that it's so heavy I can't do it, but if you get hung, instead of tearing this up, it'll pivot out. But when you take this thing off, you have to be absolutely sure to put these pins back through, or it can spread apart while it's on the ground, and that would be bad. That thing's heavy. It's probably better if I put it smooth. All right, let's see here. put some pressure on it probably. There it went. Still learning how to hook this thing up and disconnect it. All right, put the legs down and then we can go carry it and set it down. All right, let's go over and set it down, and we'll get the, I am gonna get one more thing. I'm putting the quick attach on the tractor because it's a pain in the butt for the PTO to hook up to any tractor as far as I'm concerned. All right, so now I've got the quick connect disconnected, and I'm going to drop the PTO shaft, and that should get us ready to go to the next implement. So when a quick connect works, it's great. This has been sitting out here for a while. I greased it, brought it out here so it's greased, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some fresh grease in this so it should slide on a little easier. Probably gonna mess up some little squirrel's nest or some little wood chipmunks. So now that we've got the wood chipper hooked up, couldn't even remember what that was for a split second. Now we're gonna hook the PTO shaft up. So what I did on the PTO shaft is I put the PTO in neutral on the tractor so that it rotates freely. I have a quick connect for this thing, and I will put it on here eventually, but I've not cut the shaft short enough. The shaft's too long for the quick connect because the quick connect adds a little distance. But I will get to that as we get a shop built and do all the other fun things. All right, theoretically the wood chipper should work. this next big piece I'm going to put in is made out of oak, and it looks like it's about 6 inches by 2 full inches, so it's going to be a lot. That's pretty. This thing is rated at 4 by 6, but I find that oak is pretty hard to work with.
There's your answer.
That's why the clutch is there for. Check it out. That is a true 2 by 6 out of oak. It's rotted in the center. That's the reason I was gonna run it through the grinder, but
Guess you're not now.
I think it's not going to go through the grinder. I'm not going to tear the tractor up trying to find out if it will or not.
Make it a sacrifice board for something.
Yeah. I can put it on here and cut up the firewood.
There you go.
It's already oak. As we get more and more boards, we will, leftover boards, warp boards, we'll go through and grind them all down and make this whole area walkable. This makes it's really easy to make it level too. So I like it. I like the idea so far. So even when it gets wet, it's still going to be okay. It won't be muddy. It's bad to work in. Hey, we've got the firewood processor set up and the conveyor belt set up and running. We're letting the engines warm up right now. Everything's greased, oils are good. We're ready to start. We've got something special. You guys stay tuned for this. We have got a load of cherry logs that are, as far as I'm concerned, cherry is probably the best firewood for a fireplace ever because it burns hot and it also smells so good. So let's go ahead and get this big cherry log, the first one on, and then we'll go from there. This is all black cherry. Forgot my throttle was up. I need to get my other grapple over here. I find it's easier to do this fine, delicate work. It's with the other tractor right now. But we'll make do. I'm gonna set this one off. A big knot on it. I may use that for the sawmill. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and show these logs being split in the next video. We had planned on getting all this done, but it's taking us a little bit longer than we had expected. We've got a dinner engagement this evening, so we're gonna have to get out of here. I am looking forward to cutting this up. If you guys don't know about cherry firewood, this is black cherry, and black cherry puts off some of the most beautiful smelling, I guess it's a great word, the best aroma smell of any firewood as far as I'm concerned, and it also burns super hot, so it's a great fireplace firewood. I'm looking forward to splitting this up. I know it's going to be some amazing firewood. I look forward to possibly burning this in my own fireplace. Who knows what will happen that far out. Listen, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel. It means the world to us. It helps our channel grow, and I really would love it for you to be part of our community. God bless. Have a great day.